welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Marella. I'm inviting you to take a good upright sitting position on your mat. I'm sitting cross-legged, but you don't have to. You can sit with one leg out in front of you or both legs. And also, if you have something like a cushion or a mat that you can sit behind you just to help you sit up a little bit, that's really useful. So take a good sitting position, press down with your sit bones into the floor, lengthen the sides of your body long, move your ears back, and close your eyes or keep them open, but if you keep them open, just a soft gaze in front of you, and turn your intention inwards and bring your awareness, your attention to your breath. Centering yourself and landing yourself on the mat in the moment. And opening your eyes, and as usual we start with 3 ohms, and you can join in or not. Exhale, inhale, Om. Inhale, Om. Inhale, Om. Open your eyes, release your hands, and word of the day is doing our best. We do things in life and we set out to do them. We're not always successful, but it's not giving up at that point of not being successful. There's a little Japanese saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8. And it's in the action of getting up where we create something new. So, excuse me, today in our practice, you may come across things that are new to you or different, and not giving up. Just, there will always be something there. We might achieve something, but something else will come along and present as an obstacle in front of us. And it's working with the obstacles, allowing them to be there and saying, yes, there's an obstacle, but I'm just going to continue what it is that I've set out on my path. Okay, make your way to lying on your back. And we're just going to do a little bit of breathing. So place your heels in front of your hips and place your hands on top of your belly with your palms facing down. Bring your thumbs together, bring your index fingers together, point your index fingers towards your pubic bone, point your thumbs towards your navel, and bring your awareness to your breath. And as you breathe in, observe the rise and fall of your abdomen, and as you breathe out, relax, release, and let go. And do that 4 more times, observing your abdomen rising and falling. Now move your hands up your rib cage and place them on the sides, but that just where your fingers, the tips of your fingers are just touching. Exhale completely and inhale. And see if you can get your tips of your fingers to move apart through the action of inhaling. And as you exhale, your ribs come closer together. So it's a bit like an accordion. Breathe in and breathe out.
And do 4 more breaths like that. And now move your hands up to your chest, palms still facing down, tips of your fingers pointing, just touching. Exhale completely. And inhale and see if you can make the tips of your fingers move apart in your upper chest. And breathe 5 rounds. Come back to normal breathing and moving into double diamond, keeping your knees bent. Walk your feet out towards the long edges of your mat and then allow your knees to come down towards the right. And place your arms behind you on the floor, turn your palms up and then lift your head off the floor, look away from your knees and place your head back on the floor. Bring your awareness to your breath. And allow gravity to bring your knees down. Just let go of any tension in your body. Sink into the floor. Inhale your knees back to center and switch to the other side. And look away from your knees. And again, relax, release, let go. Dropping into your place of being, your grounded place of being. Thoughts coming and going, treat them like clouds in the sky. Allow them to be there, allow them to arrive, to mature. Don't chase the story of them, but watch them just pass by. Inhale your knees back to center. And now bring your arms to your sides, bend your elbows, point your fingers at the ceiling. Place your heels under your hips. We're moving into bridge pose, but we're not going to stay in it. What you're going to do is inhale, lift your hips up, exhale, lower them down. And we'll do 5 rounds. So inhale, lift up, high as you can. Walk your heels in closer. Exhale, lower your hips to the floor. 4 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more for luck. Inhale and exhale. Lower your arms, lower your hips, keep your feet where they are. I invite you to lift your right foot and place the outside edge of it on top of your left knee, coming in to thread the needle. And we're not staying here, we're going to inhale, place your arms in goalpost arms or stretch them out as in a cross shape. And then inhale, lower your right foot, your left knee to the floor. So you're rolling over onto your left hip. And then exhale, back up to center. And do that 5 more times. Inhale, roll over onto your left hip. Foot to the floor. Exhale, back to center. And keep that going. One last time. Lower your right foot to the floor. Lift your left foot, place the outside edge of it on top of your right knee. And then we're going to roll over onto our right hip this time. So inhale, roll to the right. Bring your left foot to the floor, your right knee to the floor. And exhale and come back up. And 5 more rounds of that. And 1 more for luck. And release that foot to the floor. And this time you're going to curl your right knee into your chest and you're going to clasp your right thigh with both hands. Actually your right knee with both hands and hug it in initially. So bring it in as close to your upper chest as you can. At the same time, flex and point your right foot. Then at the same time, press the back of your left leg in the floor, push through your heel. Now this is a time we'll be inclined to hold our breath, so observe your breath, take 5 breaths. And now release the leg, but clasp the right thigh and stretch your leg up towards the ceiling. Push through your right heel, push through your left heel. Invite your shoulder blades onto your back, engage your core. Notice your breathing. Keep pushing through your right heel up towards the ceiling and draw your leg towards you. As you draw your leg towards you, endeavouring to keep your right leg straight, push the back of your thigh into your hands and your hands into your thighs. Invite your shoulder blades onto your back. Press your lower back into the floor. And release your leg and stretch it out in front of you. Curl your left knee into your chest. Flex and point your left foot. Bring your knee in as close as you can, and then push through your right foot, your right heel, your extended right leg. Press the back of your right thigh into the floor. Invite your shoulder blades onto your back. Press your head into the floor. Slightly lift your chin out of your chest. Just observing your breath. And now release your knee, but clasp your left thigh. Stretch your left leg, your left foot up towards the ceiling. Parallel the sole of your foot with the ceiling. And then press through your right foot, your right heel. Press the back of your right thigh into the floor. Endeavouring to keep your legs straight. Draw your left knee towards you. Push up through your heel. And press your thigh into your hands into your thigh. So you have a pull-push action going on. Engage your core, shoulder blades on your back. Lift your gaze, look up. And take 5 breaths. Observe your breath. Gently bend your knees and lower to the floor. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out, arms by your side. Allow your feet to fall out, feet sort of inner hip width apart. And return to your breath, just observe your breath. Dropping into that place of grounded being to nourish yourself, your being. I invite you now to make your way up to sitting. I'm just going to take a drink of water. So make your way to sitting. Stretch your feet out. Place your hands by your hips. Press the heel of your hands into the floor. Press down with your sit bones into the floor. Squeeze your inner ankles, your inner shins, your inner thighs towards each other. Engage your core. Move your ears back slightly. And then sitting as tall as you can. Engage your quads, which are the big muscles from your knees to your hips on the tops of your legs. And take 5 breaths. Release, and I'm just going to swing around in my mat, and you can try this. So placing your hands slightly behind you, and just gently, with a gentle weight on your hands, your weight should be mostly being carried by your back, your core, and your hands, just walk them back slightly, and see if you can come up onto the tops of your fingers. Broaden across your collarbones, lift your chin, look up, take 5 breaths. Notice the sensations in your body.
all the sensations where your body is on your mat, the rise and fall of your breath, the movement of your internal organs, the stretch of your biceps, the opening of your chest across your collarbones. And walk your hands in back to center. Moving into stretch your legs out in front and lift your right foot and place the outside edge of it across your left knee. So you're sitting up, and again it's always very helpful to have a block or a cushion to sit you up, to keep you to sit straight, to get yourself to sit straight. So your ankle is just over your knee, and you can place your hands by the side and stay upright, or lift your arms up and hinge forward and place your hands on the floor as far as you can reach. So you're walking your hands forward. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sinking down, gazing beyond your toes. Now engage the outstretched leg. Push through your heel. Push your heel away, draw the toes back, engage the quad. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sinking down, inviting your chin to come towards your shin. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sink down. And walk your hands back up to center. Place your hands behind you. Bend your knees, place your heels in front of you, and then inhale, work your knees to the right, exhale back to center, inhale to the left, exhale back to center. So do that 5 times on each side. Moving with your breath, body following breath. Two more rounds. And release. And still sitting, stretch your legs wide. Turn out over your right leg and inhale and lift your arms up and place your hands either side of your right knee. Or you might only reach your thigh, you might reach your knee, you might reach your shin, you might even reach your heel. So gaze beyond your toes, because when we look down, our chin comes onto our chest, and therefore we get rounding here in our thoracic spine. When we look up, we're able to create space between all of the vertebrae of the spine. So inhale, stretch forward, exhale, hinging down. So soften your elbows. Inhale, stretch forward, exhale, sinking down. And you're pressing your sit bones into the floor. Inhale, so including the left sit bone. Inhale, stretch forward, exhale, sink down. Inhale, stretch forward, exhale, sink down. And 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and again 1 more. Inhale and exhale. And then release, walk your hands back to center and turn out over your left leg. Sometimes it's helpful to rotate your thigh, your inner thigh towards the floor. It gets out of your own way. And also grabbing the flabby bit of your bum behind you and getting that out of your way. So you're really sitting up on your sit bones. Turn out over your left leg, lift, inhale, so we always expand before we contract. And exhale and hinge forward. And then place your hands where it's available for you today. It could be on the floor. You could also, if you have blocks, you place your hands on blocks. You can place your elbows on blocks. So inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sink down. Press both sit bones towards the floor. Engage the quad of both legs. Push through both heels. Inhale and release. Come back up to sitting. Bring your legs together and sit cross-legged. Again, if this doesn't suit you, you could sit with your left leg out and your right sole of your foot against your right inner thigh. So whichever works for you. So sitting cross-legged, we're going to bring our arms in eagle arms. So at the moment, my left ankle is in front of my right ankle. If your left knee is bent and your left sole of your thigh is sole of your foot is against your thigh, lift your right arm, so it's the opposite arm, and wrap the left underneath. Now this may not be available for everyone, so what you can do is lift your arms up, bring your elbows together, forearms vertical, lift them up. Press down with your sit bones into the floor and bring your awareness to your breath. And even though we're lifting our elbows up, invite your shoulder blades onto your back. So it's alignment based yoga I work in, and when our shoulder blades are off to the side, they're unstable and often cause shoulder injuries. So inviting your shoulder blades onto your back, a reminder that these are like maps of Africa, and the two maps of Africa, at the bottom of each we've got Cape Town. So bring the two Cape Towns closer together, visualize that happening. Take 5 breaths if it's an uncomfortable pose for you. Sometimes we're inclined to hold our breath when we're under stress, so we're all the time in yoga getting access to that, to being able to relax, release, let go the parasympathetic nervous system, and we're learning that we get access to that by breathing. Take 2 more breaths and release your arms, and then switch the cross of your legs. Cross your right leg over your left leg, or bring the sole of your foot to your upper inner thigh, and this time, because my right ankle is in front, I'm lifting my left arm and I'm wrapping the right underneath, and then I'm lifting my elbows, so my upper forearms are almost parallel to the floor. My upper arms and then my forearms are vertical, or bring your palms together and invite your elbows to come together and gaze straight ahead. Press down with your sit bones into the floor and take 5 breaths. Not forgetting about our shoulder blades. And 1 more breath. And gently release. Coming into star pose. Sit with your feet out in front of you, and with a distance of 12 inches or 30 centimeters. Sometimes if we have a block or a book, we can place that between the soles of our feet. Holding on to our ankles, lift your chest, stretch your spine, and then hinging forward from the hips. Bring your chin towards the floor. So inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, sinking down. Press the lower side of your foot. So this side here towards each other. Because as you do that, as you fire up the muscles on your legs to do that, your knees come down lower. Inhale, press your feet into your block, and exhale and sink down. Inhale, stretch forward, exhale, sink down. Inhale, stretch forward, exhale, sink down. And take 5 breaths here. And inhale and make your way back up to sitting, and put your block off to one side. I'm just going to check my time here. Yeah, time is marching on. So stretch your left leg out in front of you, and again sitting up on a cushion or a block, and see if this is available for you. Can you baby cradle your other leg? So you can do it like this by bringing your forearms under your shin, or you can put the sole of your foot into the crook of one arm, the knee into the crook of the other arm, and then we'll baby cradle our shin. So make your right foot active. Push your heel away, draw your toes back. Press through your left leg, press the back of your left thigh into the floor, engage your core. Move your ears back, sit tall. And release and switch to the other side. Stretch your right leg out, bend your left knee, place the sole of your foot into the crook of your right arm, your knee into the crook of the left arm. Your shin becomes parallel across the front of your body. Sometimes that's not available. This is maybe as far as you go, and that's fine. Or you can bring your arms under your shin like that. Might be a little bit easier. So just wherever you are in your body today, not letting any difficulties that occur because of stiffness or soreness in our body to stop us. There's a little bit of every pose available to everybody's body, but not everybody's body can do every little bit of every pose. So we just start where we are in our bodies today. And release, and moving into a twist. Bend your right knee, bring your right foot to the outside edge of your left knee. Place your right hand behind you. Lift your left arm up and bring your elbow to your knee into your elbow. And then look behind you, draw your right shoulder back, your right ribs back, and sit tall. Engage your core, press through your left heel, lift your chin, look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drawing that right shoulder back, that right ribs back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. Twice more. And release and switch to the other side. Stretch your right leg out, bend your left knee, lift your right arm up, bring your elbow to the outside of your knee, press your knee into your elbow into your knee, your forearm is vertical. Place your left hand on the floor behind you, draw your left shoulder back, your left ribs back, and look back over your left shoulder. Press through the extended leg, your heel, press the back of your right thigh into the floor, and sit up straight. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist. Drawing your left shoulder, your left ribs back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. So you're initiating the twist from way down on your right hand side of your abdomen. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and twist. And twice more. And gently release. And come and lie down on your backs again. And we're moving into happy baby. If you have a strap, it's a good idea to use it, or a belt, but if you don't, it doesn't matter, it's fine as well. So bend your knees, bring your knees into your chest, and clasp the outside edges of your feet with your hands. Your shins are vertical, the soles of your feet are parallel to the ceiling. Keeping that, draw down on the soles of your feet and push up with your feet into your hands. Press your lower back into the floor. Engage your core. Invite your shoulder blades onto your back. Press your head into the floor. Look up. Be careful not to hold your breath. And then, keeping a hold of our feet, stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Begin to straighten your knees and then invite your toes down towards your head. Soften your elbows and press the backs of your knees up towards the ceiling. Engage your core. Squeeze your ankles together, your inner shins, your inner thighs. Lift your chin out of your chest, push through your heels. Press your lower back into the floor. And gently release, bend your knees, release your hands, invite your feet to come to the floor. And we'll do one final twist before we come into relaxation. Stretch your left leg out, lift your right leg and cross it over your left knee so that the sole of your right foot is on the floor. Then invite the inside of your right knee to come to the floor by rolling over onto your left hip. So it's a bit like an earlier pose we did. And we're just staying here. If you wish, you can put your left hand on top of your right knee. Then I invite you to stretch your right arm out behind you. Turn your palm up. And if your arm is waving off the floor, you could put it on a block or put it on a cushion. Or instead of stretching it out in line with your shoulder, just bring it closer to your body so it becomes comfortable for you. So endeavouring to keep your knee on the floor, your hip on the floor. We're also we're inviting both our shoulders onto the floor. Then look back away from your knee. Bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale, come back to centre and switch to the other side. Stretch your right leg out. Bend your left knee, cross it over and bring your inner knee to the floor by rolling over onto your right hip. And then I invite you to stretch your left hand arm out behind you, turn your palm up, look back towards your left hand arm, and again if it's waving off the floor, bring it closer to your body or put it on a cushion. Endeavouring to keep your right knee on the floor, invite both shoulder blades to come onto the floor. Both shoulders. Look back towards your left hand arm.
back to centre. And now bring both knees into your chest and give yourself the most delicious, kindly, loving hug. Gently massaging your spine by rolling a little bit from side to side or not. And just feel how good that feels after a few wonderful stretches to our spine and our upper body, arms and legs. It was a full body practice. And now it's time to make your way into relaxation. So stretch your legs out. Stretch out your arms. Come and lie on your back for the next 5 minutes. So lying quietly, come into a place of stillness. And just, you might like to do a quick body scan, starting with your toes and working all the way up your body so that you're not holding any tension anywhere. So your toes, the backs of your calves, your thighs, your buttocks, lower back, mid back, upper back, fingers, hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your scalp, and just your face. Soften your face, particularly between your two eyebrows. And then you might like to take 3 long, slow breaths and sink deeper down into the floor. Begin to deepen your breathing. Bring your attention back into your body and onto the mat. You might like to start to awaken your body by moving your hands, your feet. Perhaps give yourself a stretch. And then in your own time, bend your knees. Roll to one side and just pause for a moment on your side between the being world and the doing world, and push yourself up to sitting. And then I invite you to bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes and turn in one last time. To honour ourselves, each other and the practice, we close with one Om. Exhale, inhale. Om. Thanks for practicing, thanks for coming to practice, and see you on the mat.